everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. This week's Self-Care Friday video, we will be discussing burnout. But before we jump into it, go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. Now, for the past 2 years, we've had some crazy times, especially at work and in our personal lives. And we have been feeling overwhelmed, overworked, underappreciated, and that all comes with burnout. And you may not realize that you're experiencing burnout. I didn't realize I was experiencing burnout until I discovered what burnout was. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. So, what is burnout? Burnout is considered a syndrome caused by chronic workplace stress that is unsuccessfully managed. We all can attest to that. Burnout can affect your mental, physical, and emotional state, and also your spiritual state as well. Now you may be wondering, is it really burnout, or is it just your run-of-the-mill stress? Let's see what stress is defined as. Stress is having too much on your plate, too much work to handle, too many responsibilities, too many hours spent working. Now, burnout is when you feel you do not have enough. You don't have enough motivation, not enough energy, and you don't care enough. So you might be sitting at work saying, I don't care about this. I don't care about the work on my desk. I don't care about my fellow coworkers. I just lack of caring. Also, you may be wondering, could it be depression and not burnout? Some depression symptoms can mask themselves as burnout, such as exhaustion, difficulty performing tasks. Burnout is work-related and typically doesn't affect your day-to-day like depression does. Depression affects your day-to-day. With depression, you can have persistent feelings of hopelessness, worthlessness, and helplessness. This is an ongoing feelings that you have that affects your day-to-day. This is what keep you from getting out of bed every day. That's depression. Be mindful that having poor self-esteem and unrealistic expectations at work or having trouble coping with stressors will put you at a higher risk of experiencing burnout. Other factors that will put you at higher risk are a job that has a heavy workload, a job that is understaffed, conflicts in the workplace, low morale at work. Let me know in the comments if any of this is relatable to you, because I know I'm relating to it. Now, there are different stages of burnout. The different stages of burnout. First, there's the honeymoon phase. We all know that there's a honeymoon phase. We all have this phase when we start a new job, start a new project. The honeymoon phase is you have high energy, very optimistic. You feel very productive. You have the ability to tap into your creative side. You're just happy. Like, oh my God, I'm so grateful to have this job, etc. That's the honeymoon phase. Everything is peaches and cream, moons and stars and rainbows. That's the honeymoon phase. Now, the onset of stress phase. The honeymoon is over. This is where you begin to experience stress. Not every day, but become more frequent than usual. Stress becomes more frequent. Be watchful of the following signs: losing focus, less productive, fatigue, insomnia, lack of outside enjoyment. This would tell you that you may be in the onset of stress phase. There's the chronic stress phase. Stress becomes more persistent and chronic. This may affect your work. You may have unfinished work. You may even begin to show up to work late. You start procrastinating at work. You may become somewhat antisocial. May have feelings of anger and lash out at your coworkers or management, which I advise against, but you may have those feelings. At times, this will affect your personal relationships with friends and family. They will start noticing behavioral changes in you, and they may even speak up to you about that. Bring this to your awareness, and you may or may not be receptive to their input. This is the chronic stress phase of burnout. Now, the next phase is burnout phase. You have reached your limit and you're not able to function as normal. Problems at work become to consume you to the point of obsession. You eat, sleep, drink, work. The problems at work, that's all you think about. It just consumes you. You spend numerous hours of the day talking about work. You could be at home and you could be venting, and you're spending your at home time when you're supposed to be focused, decompressing and detaching from work. You're not doing that. You're spending that time venting about work. You may be feeling numb and experience self-doubt. You may experience physical symptoms such as intense headaches, stomach issues, gastrointestinal issues. Your family and friends will take notice of behavior changes in this phase as well and may speak on them. You may or may not. At this phase, you more than likely will not be receptive to the input of your family and friends. Then there's the habitual burnout phase. This phase is not pretty. Habitual burnout phase. This happens when burnout is left untreated. Becomes part of your everyday life. May lead to anxiety or depression, because you can have anxiety and depression at the same time. You may experience chronic and physical fatigue that keep you from working and will affect your job status. When burnout becomes your day-to-day and affects your day-to-day, it could really affect your work, and you may potentially lose your job based on it. You may get demoted, or you may lose your job completely. Now, symptoms of burnout can be exhaustion, depersonalization, reduced personal accomplishments. Exhaustion, we know that's fatigue, tired. Depersonalization basically meaning you're not connecting. You're not connecting with it on a person. You're disassociating. And reduce personal accomplishment. At the end of the day, you feel like you don't accomplish anything at work and even in your personal life. You feel like you're not reaching any type of goals. You just like a hamster spinning in a wheel. Now, the big question is, can you recover from burnout? It's very possible to recover from burnout. And the way to recover from burnout is, first off, recognize that you are experiencing burnout. Talk to someone. Talk to your bosses. Let them know of your struggles. See if they offer ways to seeking help, counseling, therapy. Most jobs have some type of employee assistance program where you can seek counseling. Take some time off. Sick leave, vacation, family medical leave. Seek help from medical professionals. Again, therapists, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, something to that effect. Before returning to work, if you took some time off, practice new ways of coping with stress and find work-life balance. Try to come up with a game plan before you return back to work if you took time off. Meaning, look at different ways of stress management. Look at how to find a better balance between your work life and your personal life. Prioritize self-care. That is the utmost important. You must prioritize your self-care. Take some time out of each day for you. It could be reading, journaling, meditation, yoga, some form of other exercise. It could even just be sitting down, watching your favorite program. Just make sure, or taking a nice bath. Just make sure you carve out some time where it's just you spend time focusing on you and what you enjoy doing. This could be knitting and crocheting. I got to throw that in there. Know your limitations. It's very important to know your limitations. You're not superhuman. You have limitations. Knowing your limitations and not going beyond your limitations will help you greatly. And know when to walk away. When you're experiencing stress, stop and say, okay, is it beneficial for me to stay in this situation right now, or can I just walk away and take a breather and then return back to it? There's been plenty of times where I'm at work where I have to walk away from my desk for a couple of minutes, go to the bathroom, regroup, and then come back and deal with what's on my desk or what's in my email box or what other work I have to do. Sometimes walking away is your best bet. So if you are experiencing burnout, if any of these symptoms resonate with you, let me know in the comments. But I would severely encourage you to seek professional medical help. That is through counseling, therapy, psychiatrist or psychologist, and see if your job offers a employee assistance program. I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope this particular Self-Care Friday episode really helps you, because doing the research on this actually really helped me. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification to be notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.